we'll just see though. I gotta go back and talk with the team and see what makes the most sense. That's really all it boils down to. I'm very disciplined in the sport of boxing, in life in general. It's getting to that point, but if it makes sense, it makes sense. The numbers, I know when the numbers come out, the numbers did very well. The gate did very well. I proved that I'm a draw in the sport of boxing. I proved that the people want to see me. They come out, they support.
The same thing that we talked about we were going to do in the DM before you picked your man.
2026, you're doing it.
We need to kill him back.
Promise?
Remember, you promised. You're the promoter.
Well, I got you. Listen, in the DMs, I got your word on it. All right, just stand on it. So look, handle that business, okay?
I don't know. You know what I mean? You know, Devin season. I just seen something the other day. Keyshawn was saying it like, you know what I mean? He was calling Devin out when he knew he wasn't even ready. You know what I mean? He was calling Devin out when he was 5-0, knowing he wasn't ready. So that season just...
Devin Haney has sent a direct warning to Keyshawn Davis, demanding that he send the contract and promising to break him down in dominant fashion once they step into the ring.
Shakur as an amateur and shit. So Shakur introduced me to Floyd, Devin Haney, all that type of. So there's a hell of times I'm around Devin Haney and we 24 fitness playing basketball regular before it became celebrities type shit or just who we are today. And it just never showed. It never even looked me in my eyes. It never showed me respect. Like it never. Shakur always like, yo, this nigga Keyshawn, this, that, third. He be like, for real? That nigga still a kid. And like, he just never gave me my respect.
He sent you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nigga, you know goddamn well, now I'm here, nigga. And everything Shakur been saying, nigga, I lived up to it and then some. What you talking about? And he's still, like, his father used to, it's crazy because my beginning of my professional career, his father used to be like, oh, the businessman. What's up with you? Like that.
Keyshawn Davis and Devin Haney have shared a heated rivalry for years, fueled by pride, competition, and long-standing tension that has continued to simmer as both fighters climb the ranks.
I was steroids and it changed his whole career. It changed how he talked. It changed everything. So us seeing Devin Haney doing all of this with a person that had 0.1 estrogen, and we all seen that Ryan Garcia was still in there getting tired. And it's like, bro, I'm sorry. There's no other word to put this. You're a bitch. Excuse my language. That's how I feel. You're soft. You don't know how to take your L's. You a person that been given everything all your life, a daddy's boy, making sure you've been straight all your life, and now you took your first loss. I feel like you don't even know how to take it. Granted, I wasn't in there fighting Ryan Garcia, but you asked me how I feel. You done took it always to suing and all that extra shit. I feel like, bro, you saw.
Keyshawn Davis claimed that fighting an opponent he believes was using steroids changed his entire outlook on boxing, saying it exposed Devin Haney as soft and forced him to rethink how he approaches elite competitions.
Goes out and dominates Ortiz, beats him pillar to post, and knocks him out in the 12th round. 11th round body shot put him down, 12th round body shot took him out. I was really impressed with Keyshawn that night. How about you?
Yeah, no, I was impressed because Ortiz was a handful. And I think that's the best I've seen Ortiz fight. We know that he's a championship spoiler, right? If you're not careful with guys like Ortiz, they can win quiet rounds, and next thing you know, you're in trouble in the later part of the rounds. This fight could have turned out that way, but Keyshawn never allowed Ortiz to play the spoiler, and he closed the show. If Keyshawn wouldn't have got that knockout in the end, then I probably would have picked apart that performance a little bit and been like, you know what, man, Keyshawn wasn't at his absolute best. He could have done this. He put it in another gear. It was a big moment, a big stage, but he closed the show, and he never let the spoiler.
Davis continues to dominate, most recently proven by his victory over Jermaine Ortiz, and now says he is fully ready for a showdown with Devin Haney at the highest level.
This, right? It's kind of, I'm not going to say it's kind of unfair.
What you mean?
It's unfair for these fighters to the point where that's really my brother, and we could really help each other and prepare for these fights. So when he going out there...
Shocker Stevenson praised Keyshawn Davis, stating that he has helped prepare his brother and many other fighters, but emphasized that none of them match Keyshawn's elite level, discipline, and readiness.
For me, so it is what it is. You know what I mean? I gotta see everybody above me. You know what I mean? If you're not above me, I ain't worrying about you. If you got one of them belts, I'm on that ass. You know what I mean?
Do you like to hear that? Like hearing more guys at 140 or the big name dudes jump into your division?
Yeah, big name. I thought you was about to say just, I don't want just anybody just moving up to 47. Ain't gonna do nothing but get crowded, but the bigger names ain't doing nothing but making more opportunity. You know, they gonna be, everybody scanning each other. And them coming up, they gonna have to be looking for somebody that's above them. You know what I mean? Show this what it is. I'm ready to get it on.
In your opinion, who wins that fight if it were to occur?
Out of who?
Devin and Keyshawn.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Keyshawn was saying it like, you know what I mean? He was calling Devin out when he knew he wasn't even ready. You know what I mean? He was calling Devin out when he was 5-0, knowing he wasn't ready. So that season they play a part. You know what I mean? But they both been in the game about the same time, man. It's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a good fight for sure.
Do you think the weight is gonna play a role?
I honestly thought Devin and Shakur would end up fighting first. You know what I mean?
Me too.
I thought they would end up fighting first, but
Former fighter Tamir Smalls shared his perspective on the growing tension between Devin Haney and Keyshawn Davis, stressing how timing and readiness play a critical role in boxing. He recalled how Keyshawn was calling Devin out early in his career, even when he was still undefeated but inexperienced, suggesting Davis may not have been fully prepared at that stage. Smalls explained that seasoning matters and fighters need the right experience before stepping into certain challenges. Still, he acknowledged that both Devin and Keyshawn have been in the sport for roughly the same amount of time, making their eventual clash even more intriguing. Smalls believes it will be a great fight that fans want to see, also questioning whether weight could play a decisive role. He added that he originally thought Devin would face Shocker Stevenson first, but regardless, sees this matchup as inevitable and exciting.
A good game plan, Jermaine Ortiz, and he's just not that guy. He's come up short now 3 times on the biggest stage possible. No shame losing to Loma, Lopez, and Keyshawn, but when you're getting knocked out in the last round, that's when you start questioning your stance in the top of the game. But that's credit Keyshawn, man. He closed the show and he looked incredible.
I thought Keyshawn was really good. He obviously filled out the weight really well. He is a strong 140-pounder. Body work has become his MO. You go back to the Dennis Baranchik fight, knocked down Baranchik, kind of went the same way. Knocked down Baranchik in the 3rd round with a body shot, knocked him out in the 4th round. This time was the 11th and the 12th round for Jermaine Ortiz. I would disagree with you that I didn't like Ortiz's game plan. I thought he should have moved a lot more.
Davis dominated from start to finish against Ortiz, controlling the pace and systematically breaking him down with precision. He mixed his offense beautifully, jabs to the body, hooks, uppercuts, and sharp combinations while applying constant pressure that never allowed Ortiz to find his rhythm. The fight ended in dramatic fashion with Davis scoring a knockout in the 12th round after sustained punishment to the body. It was a statement win on a big stage, proving not only his skill, but also his ability to close the show when it matters most. The victory cemented Davis as a rising force in the sport and showed he's ready for bigger challenges ahead.
Keyshawn Davis brothers, and Devin the Dream Haney. I believe in the 147-pound division that a Keyshawn Davis versus Devin Haney will be just as interesting, just as lucrative than any of those fights that we mentioned. A potential fight with Rolly Romero, potential fight with Devin Haney and Crocker. I think Keyshawn Davis and Devin Haney will be a way better fight than that. Mario Barrios, I think that Keyshawn Davis and Devin Haney promo will be way better than the Mario Barrios and Devin Haney. And of course, those are unification bouts, but we also in the landscape of boxing in which belts don't matter as much. It don't matter as much. It matters, but it don't matter as much. Keyshawn Davis was already a champion in the 135-pound division, and where he performed very.
Believe that by 2026, one of the most compelling fights in boxing could be Keyshawn Davis versus Devin the Dream Haney. Tension has been building for years between Davis, his brothers, and Haney, with verbal exchanges fueling anticipation. While Haney has been linked to names like Gervonta Tank Davis and Mario Barrios, many argue that a showdown with Keyshawn would be more entertaining and lucrative. Davis, already a champion at 135 pounds, has delivered performances that some fans found more exciting than Shocker Stevenson's. and his rise has shifted conversations toward even bigger matchups.
That Keyshawn Davis has is really more entertaining than the performance that Shakur Stevenson had. We were talking about Shakur Stevenson and Tank in the 135-pound division, but as Keyshawn kept emerging, he was already a conversation of Shakur, Keyshawn, and Davis, Keyshawn. Of course, we got Andy Cruz. They're going to be facing Murataya on the 24th, but look like that fight is not gonna happen. The primary fight for Keyshawn Davis now, in my opinion, is Devin the Dream Haney at 147 because that's his plans. The primary fight for a Devin Haney, in all actuality, should be now a Keyshawn Davis. If Keyshawn Davis is willing to fight you and they call in and Devin Haney and Bill Haney, shout out to Bill Haney, he's done a wonderful job as a manager, is saying that they Debo, well, Keyshawn Davis is Craig and Keyshawn Davis is running towards Debo.